All right. It's a little sunny, so we're going to have to deal with shadows today, but I'll give you a quick 360 what's going on here. So the topic that I was kind of wanting to get at today is layering, particularly your belt with a plate carrier of sorts. So yes, you can drop some money onto JJ's or some sort of British belt kit that's going to cost you a couple $100, or you can spend less than $100 and actually get yourself a fairly capable setup still. Now prices are going up on the Alice gear, unfortunately, because collectors. But real quick, the plate carrier's nothing fancy. Warrior Salt Systems Recon. I keep medical under my arm because I like it there. And then I keep my right side slick because normally this is my predominant reloading arm and whatnot. I can still get out of this one. It's, if you get too much crap on your sides, what I'm getting at, you're probably going to have a little bit of trouble whenever you're pairing this stuff together. With the plate carrier, I prefer to have a quick release so I can drop it, and then most of the time, especially in freaking summertime down here, I'm not going to run the freaking plate carrier because just taking that off now, I feel so much more air moving. You're going to die in the summertime. Anywho, the harness is the point that I want to bring up. These are just suspenders. It's not even a freaking harness. So you see, if I go like this, see how loose that is? Most of the weight is on the belt. I don't have this hanging straight off my shoulders. You want the belt to be snug so that the weight is being carried by your hips, but you don't want to be so snug that you're like, you know, super fucking tight around your waist, you can't breathe type shit. So the suspenders are Cry AVS suspenders, and then we use paracord. You put 2 overhand knots and you run it through the eyelet on one side, and then through the other side you put a second overhand knot, and now you have a method of attaching the harness without it being the old meat hooks that fucking jangle like jingle bells going on and shit. Super cheap, effective method. Doesn't take up a lot of real estate, and like you just saw a moment ago, it fits real nice underneath the plate carrier because you see how thin these straps are? It's very thin material, but they're wide, so it's comfortable. Second point, I'm not overloading my freaking belt. I'm putting just bare essentials on here, excuse me. We got 3 mag pouches, triple mag pouches, 1, 2, 3. I can put AR-10 mags in here, which would drop me down to 6 mags. I have M4 mags in here. I have a knife. Knife is more useful than a pistol, okay? You're not fucking special forces from 10 years ago, all right? You're just a fucking dude out in the woods. A knife is more useful than a pistol. If you really want a pistol, you can make the room and slide one in there, okay? But knife is more useful. I said it. 2 quarts of water, 1 on each side, balance it out. It's hot, it's humid. You're gonna die without water summer or fucking winter. You gotta carry it some way, shape, or form. Carry more in your pack. Second point I wanna make involving gear is packs. I keep getting guys asking, how do I make a large, there's like 100 geese in the pond down there. I might go shoot one in a minute. A lot of guys are asking, how do I get a large Molly rucksack to work with belt kit? Because I want to run belt kit, but I only have a large ruck. Here's, in a nutshell, how you do it. You don't, okay? The problem with a large pack like that is, number one, the length of the frame. And generally, whenever you get into a bigger pack like that, you have a waist belt, right? To carry some of that heavy weight because of all the extra fucking crap that you're carrying with you. You gotta move it to your hips or else your shoulder's gonna be crying at the end of the day, right? So, give you an idea, this is the Becker Raiders that I had previously made a video on. And it's approximately in the 40-ish liter range, give or take 5 liters. They haven't put the exact amount up there. This one's not fully loaded. I can put a significant amount more of stuff in there. But without the waist pad on it, I took that off. It's just Velcro, it pops off. It fits real nice with the belt. My front is clear, and the fucking harness, the yoke, I should say, is comfy as fuck. I love it. Anywho, front being clear brings me to another point. You see these guys putting all this crap on the chest, building it out huge. Do you know why we did do that? Because we fought GWAT mostly out of vehicles for the last frickin' 20 years. All right, most of the infantry has been mechanized in some way, shape, or form, and they got used to putting all this stuff up front, because sitting in a car with this is not the best, you know, it's not the most comfy thing. Now, because we leave my ass open basically without a butt pack, it is a little bit easier, especially if you've got like a bigger truck or Jeep or something like that with more room. Maybe not in a compact car, but something, you know, with a little bit bigger, or bench seats are the best. Keeping your rear clear is probably the better way to go about it. You don't really need a butt pack if you're planning on running around with an assault pack. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to have both, but pick one, go with it, see what you like. Next point about keeping the front clear. Most of the time, guys are like, yes, it works for me to have all this stuff up on my chest. Try to lay down flat and then crawl a little distance. You know, 3 mags across the front ain't that bad. You start putting 6 mags on your front, and then you put an admin pouch on top of that, and now you got fucking man titties all the way out to here. It's probably not the best, easiest thing to do. Carry stuff around your waist. It's so much more comfortable. If you haven't tried it already, you owe it to yourself. And don't overspend on your shit. Enjoy.